Well, here's Spencer Rattler.
He's everybody here talking to scouts. It's everybody's favorite mid-round guy.
Is that right?
Quarterback. He's the name. We talk about the top three, and I go, who do you like in the middle rounds? And this is the name that comes up more than any other.
Why is that?
He's intriguing because, you know, he goes, he transfers, he gets beat up by Caleb Williams. He goes to South Carolina, who's a 2-year captain there.
Off he goes. When you say middle rounds, as we watch him,
yeah, I mean, to me, like third, fourth round, like that's a
so like the Russell Wilson area is what you're saying, pretty much 75th
yeah,
overall.
I think you had
like
Cousins in that range.
Sure.
Get that ball out front a little bit.
Let's see DJ if he gets away from center more like you want.
That was better.
But look at that movement. You see the bottom, the footwork there. The difference between what Pratt was kind of stuck there in the back. Watch Rattler open it up.
Yeah, get that left hip open up. That's a heck of a catch.
40 in the history of the NFL scouting combine.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It's look. We talked about it, Rich. It's the deepest position in this draft, and we have not been disappointed. And they're doing a nice job through the field workout as well. Watching the quarterbacks letting it rip here.
Jamie?
And Washington always felt like they were going to win because of Michael Penix Jr. It's the kind of guy you want on your team.
The ball he just threw in this drill is beautiful.
Yeah. CD from the wideouts as you're watching them. We've been talking about these quarterbacks, but going through the routes, anything stand out to you down there?
Yeah, the lengthy guys have good bend. You know, while I'm running this whip route, you got to be able to get down there, right? Get in and out of your break without getting stuck in the transition.
He had definitively the best single-handed, one-handed catch in football last year.
Yeah, we're going to pay that one off, Dale.
We'll pay that off that soon.
Yeah.
So again, our truck.
I think about when you had Pat McAfee in the booth, and DJ, you asked him the question, if you were the general manager, you got to 15 minutes, what kind of question you're asking? He said he wants to know if the guy loves football. Remember, he said, not quite sure how to get there, right? But I want to find out, does he love football? I think with Ricky Pearsall.
Rich, a lot of great stories at the Combine this year, but we had a quote yesterday that stood out to me, qualifier. He said, I'm probably the least likely candidate to be here, and that was Austin Reed.
Let's see what we got. Again, earlier today, Joe Milton, I think, scraped the roof at one point. Spencer Rattler.
He's thrown it well. Just a little more air on that one and you'll be good.
Let's go.
Out there. So when you watch these guys, Charles, Rattler drives, like he uses his legs and he gets his power from his legs. It explodes out of his hand. He can really drive the ball to the outside. He's outstanding working over the top. The only throw that I wanted to see him on that had any question was just some of the up and down throws. So over linebackers, under safety, some of those touch throws. We won't get to see that here today. But
what happens 2 Wednesdays from now? How many of those seats in the top 15 get filled by that part of the calendar?
Can we talk fun rumors?
All right. Please. I'm never going to stop you when you start a sentence that way.
Well, this is why it makes sense if you're New England, and that's why I've thought about them as a Fields team, because they could just sit at 3 and take the quarterback. But when you think about the cupboard being bare and needing guys,